If you type debug dog 5821, you can spawn in a new dog right next to the player. This dog will stay on your farm forever with you, meaning you will now have 2 pets. But what if I spawn in 100 pets? What if I spawn in 1000 pets? Well, are you ready? Finally, my dream has come true. I have an animal sanctuary right here on my farm. Subscribe for more. Do you have maximum hearts with all of the villagers and think it's time for a villain arc? Well, you can do some pretty interesting things. Just head over to the Star Drop Saloon on a Friday at about 8 p.m. Almost every villager will be here at this time. Then get many stacks of explosive ammo. Get as much as you can. Take a look here. Everyone has maximum hearts. Let's change that. Just jump on your tractor with your slingshot. In a single second, an entire stack of explosive ammo will shoot out and hit the villagers. Do this a bunch of times and then you will see your hearts with most of the villagers have depleted all the way down to 0. This will lag your PC, so good luck on your villain arc. Most people reach around floor 100 to 200 in the Skull Cavern. Really good players that are fully prepared can reach floor 400 or so. Crazy players like the Habu can reach floor 2000. People who use the elevator mod can reach floor 5000 if they want to. Then you get me. I am the cheater. With a single line in the debug window, I can teleport to floor 100,000. When you're this deep into the Skull Cavern, you will basically only find iridium ore. But this is kind of meh. What if we go to the actual lost floor in the game? What if we teleported to floor 2.1 billion? This is where the game starts to break and do some crazy things. For some weird reason, time can actually suddenly freeze when you're this deep in the mines. Your slingshot will freeze in mid-air, enemies will be struck, and yeah, it's pretty scary when you are this deep in the Skull Cavern. Fishing can be hard, right? Especially those nasty legendary fish. With some buffed up seafoam pudding and the right fishing tackle, it can get a little bit easier, but it is still hard. What if we could increase our fishing level to a very moderate level of 100? That might increase our fishing bar by a tiny bit, right? Wrong. This is what happens when you do that. There is no fish that can ever escape us now. Pair this with the extended family special order request and you will be fishing with the fishes in no time. I am sure that you know that if you turn your children into doves, that a couple strange dolls will be in the witch's hut and will attack you on sight. But did you know that the amount of strange dolls depends on how many children you have? Yeah, I had like 100 children or something, and this is what I have to deal with every time I want to wipe people's memories. Pretty crazy if you ask me. There is a command that you can use to teleport to any level in the volcano. Just type debug volcano 3 to teleport into the 3rd level in the volcano mine on Ginger Island. Seems pretty straightforward, but if you absolutely love the volcano and wish there were more levels, well, just type debug volcano 10. Surprisingly, this will not take you to the forge level. Instead, it will look like a normal level. And if you get to the exit, it will take you to floor 11. And you can continue and get as deep as you want to, and the deeper you can get, the more loot you will find in the volcano. And this is what floor 1000 looks like. Look at all of those cinder shard nodes. Crazy, right? Getting to the desert early is really important if you want to crush the Skull Cavern. So we should always try and use a desert warp totem to get to the desert as early as possible. But did you know if you use a desert warp totem to get to the desert, Napalm is technically not at the desert and she cannot drive you home. So if you use the bus to get to the valley, you will be the one driving the bus. As you can see, it is indeed winter. It is snowing. All of my tea tree saplings are dead because it is cold. Now let's head over to Ginger Island quickly. Wow, would you look at that? My tea tree saplings are dead and have snow on them on Ginger Island. But it is not snowing on Ginger Island. This bug doesn't always occur, but it's pretty strange when it does. Do you like speed? Of course you do. Who doesn't? Most people get a horse, drink triple shot espresso, and eat spicy eel to get speedy. It works pretty well. Combine that with warp totems and you'll be running around the world of Stardew Valley pretty fast. But what if we could have a speed buff of 50? Well, this is what it looks like. My character is running so fast, it actually makes me a little bit dizzy. But we can take this even further. What if we had a speed buff of 500? Well, that is just silly. Your character is so fast that you kind of just teleport around the world. It's basically unplayable. Making tons of money is great. Obelisks, return scepters, and golden clocks cost a ton of money. So we kind of need a lot of money. Well, did you know that if you sell a ton of items and the total is exactly 10 million gold, that the shipping screen will bug out and look like you made 0 gold? If you love Junimos, then this might be cool for you. Do you have a couple Junimo huts on your farm and get sad when they hide inside of their huts? Yeah, that happens to me all of the time. So this is what I do. Plant a single ancient fruit. Ancient fruit is the best option here since it lasts 3 seasons. Then protect your ancient fruit with fences. Make it impossible to harvest that ancient fruit. Now all of your Junimos will try and get the ancient fruit but be unable to, meaning they will be outside the entire day. Nice. Do not underestimate the Napalm ring. This thing is kind of amazing. The Napalm ring will cause a small explosion around each enemy that you defeat. If you combine this with a weapon that deals a good amount of AoE damage, we can get some pretty wild results. I just spawned like 300 Shadow Brutes. I also have an Infinity Gabble with Ruby enchants. And of course, I have a Napalm ring. Let's see what happens when I smash these brutes. Ah, yes, of course. I think I killed a few with the initial damage from the Infinity Gabble. And with the Napalm rings doing their thing, the game froze. So much damage that the game just froze. Have you ever wondered why Stardew Valley doesn't have jumping? Well, someone added jumping and it looks like this. But there are some problems. This is what normal people's farms look like. Look how decorated it is. So much effort put into it. Wow, so cool. This is what my farm looks like. Yeah, my farm is a little bit neglected. Luckily for me, there's an easy solution to this. The tractor mod. Okay, this is causing some extreme lag. Learn from my mistakes. Look after your farm. You might have heard that the beach farm sucks, and that is most likely because the beach farm can only have a very small amount of sprinklers. You cannot place sprinklers on the beach sand, and yeah, that sucks. However, the beach farm has loot boxes. You heard me, these loot boxes will wash up onto your farm, and they can contain awesome loot. As a loot goblin, this is just perfect. Those were crazy, right? But if you enjoyed this video, smash subscribe and the like button. And as always, I will see you in the next video.